Alright, it's Tuesday, January 21st, because yesterday was Monday the 20th, the holiday. About 6:24 in the morning, it says. Headed to the gym. It's bitter cold out right now. It's -8, real temp, -17 feel like. Sitting in my driveway letting my truck warm up. I did have it plugged in, so it actually started pretty good. I did a cold start video. I'm sure my neighbors are not happy with me because I don't want to drive my truck until it warms up a little bit. I just backed it to the end of my driveway and just letting it idle. I didn't put it in high idle, so it's not screaming, but as you can see, it's still dark out. People are still sleeping probably. And she is idling in the driveway, so but I backed up as far as I could, so hopefully I won't wake up my daughters. I'm just trying to let the oil temp get up. Right now it's at 54 degree oil temp, 75 degree coolant. Trying to see if I can get it to hit 100 before I start driving, but maybe I'll start cruising down the road at like 75. But yeah, I had it plugged in all night, so she started pretty easy. Hopefully not gelled up or anything like that, but find out once we start going down the road. I do have some Dox diesel anti-gel in it, so I put extra in it on this tank, and I had ordered more. This time I ordered Standardine, and I was gonna dump a whole bottle in, and of course my order is delayed. It was supposed to be here Saturday, then it said Sunday, then it said Monday, and we're sitting here Tuesday. It's not here, so I do have the Dox in there, so I've never used that before, so I'm not sure how that compares to other stuff, but we're gonna find out because it's pretty cold out today. As far as RV transport goes, as of today I don't have any loads. Sunday I did message my dispatcher, and I told them, I know it's Sunday, so don't worry about sending me loads today, but I just wanted to I just wanted to reach out looking for loads for the week when you get time. And I didn't hear anything yesterday, so I don't know if we don't have any loads. I'm gonna try to follow up today. It's been a couple days. I was okay with yesterday just being the holiday, my family was home, and then today being as cold as it is, I don't think it's probably a good idea to be running to Indiana and up to Wisconsin and all over the place, and risk getting some gelled up fuel from a gas station or something like that. But once it starts warming up tomorrow, and then the rest of the week, I would like, if possible, to run Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and get three loads in. Like I said, I don't know if that's gonna be possible. I don't know if the loads are there, so I'm gonna start driving because this thing is taking a while. It is up to 75, 77 now on the oil temp. We'll just kind of go slow down the road. Should be fine. It's been idling for 5 minutes or so almost. So, well, probably 5 minutes at least. It's just cold outside today. We'll just kind of cruise down the road at a slow temp, let it warm up a little bit before we give her any juice. But yeah, so I don't know what's going on with the RV transport loads. I did reach out to somebody I know that does RV transport as well for a different company, and he said that they're slow as well. They don't have any loads on their load board, so because I don't we don't have a load board. The company that I work for, you just kind of reach out and ask for loads, see what's there, let them know what you're kind of looking for. So I don't, as far as like transparency, since we don't have a load board, I don't really know what's there versus like some of you guys that work for the big companies that have load boards. You can log on and look and see what's available. I guess you probably get a better idea of like what how busy or how slow it is based off what you can see on the load boards. So yeah, we don't, you know, that's one of the benefits of a big company is you can kind of see how things are looking. Or you know, I can't really do that. I just have to ask, which is fine. But like I said, I'm gonna follow up today, if possible. I would really like to, you know, run a load like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You know, if I can get 2-3 loads, that'd probably be enough. You know, and I'll probably take the weekend off again. I think my family likes that anyways. But that's about all I got going on. So if I get any updates as far as like loads go, things like that, I will I'll make another video to post, kind of letting you know what the plan for the week is, if we got a plan. If not, I'll do like a follow-up video after I talk to my dispatcher, and you know, if he says, hey, there's just no loads, I'll let you know. That way, if you know, if you're thinking about getting into the industry, maybe not a good time. I have had a lot of guys like reach out to me, you know, asking who I drive for. I don't mind telling you who I drive for. I can't put it on YouTube right now. That might change in the future, but so I did put my email in the description for the channel, so you're welcome to email me, and you know, we can talk that way, and I'll be glad to get you in contact with my dispatcher. Just keep in mind that you know, it's slow. So if you're doing this and you're relying on the income to, you know, support a family or something, maybe not a good time to make that switch. Hopefully it'll pick up. When I was first running, I was running, you know, 3-4 loads a week, making, like, I think I've replied to a few comments, like, when I was running in the beginning, like, I could usually gross, you know, if I really wanted, I could gross over 2,000 a week pretty easily just by asking for some of the longer loads. That's kind of what I shoot for, is to gross, you know, 2,000 or more a week. Typically I end up running 4 loads those weeks. I've done a better job at doing pickup and drop off in the same day, rather than like in the beginning I was doing a lot of taking a camper home and dropping it off the next day. I haven't been doing a lot of that, or I haven't done it at all in a while, and that's really based on the situation at my house where my neighbors were kind of getting upset that I was bringing campers and parking them in front of the house for a day. Usually it wasn't even a day, it was like 8 to 12 hours, because I would usually run like at nighttime, get back at like midnight, and then leave out sometime the next day once my babysitter got in. But it was nice, it was convenient, but my wife doesn't want to. Me, I don't care, like I'll piss off the neighbors, but my wife, she doesn't want me to piss off the neighbors, so I've been doing a better job. I haven't brought any home since then, and I've just been picking up and delivering the same day. Just sometimes it makes, you know, like I said, for a little bit longer day, where you're out for 10-11 hours. Might even be 12 hours, like, out. Obviously can't drive for 12, you can drive for 11. I haven't ran into an issue where I'm not good on my logs, so that hasn't been a problem. It's just, like I said before, you know, before I could run for 5 hours, run down, pick up a camper in Indiana, get home, and then, you know, most of the deliveries I pass by the exit on the highway to my house, so it's not like inconvenient to just get off and go home. So that's what I was doing. Like, I wasn't going out of my way or anything like that. So you know, it would like split the drive. If it's a 10-hour day, I could split it up to 5 and 5. But what I was getting at with that is I'm pretty much just running 3 to 4 days now. versus like 6 before, because I was running half loads on those days. So I guess it's kind of made it easier to like track my hours and stuff, because I'm just gone for the day and make a delivery, gone for the day, and I'm physically working less calendar days versus, you know, splitting up into 2 days to make a load. I guess as far as that goes, it makes it like a little cleaner to kind of look at, you know, how much do you actually make and stuff like that. But I kind of rambled on there. I'm not really sure where I was going with that, but yeah, I've pretty much just been running. I haven't brought a camper home, and moving forward, that's probably how it'll be. Is I won't bring a camper home unless I absolutely have to. I'll just try to make that run, you know, that day. But I'm not sure if I'll be able to run any this week. We'll see. So if you're an RV transporter, kind of let me know what you're thinking. If the company you're running with is slow or you got loads, let me know. And you know, I will say the one company that I've heard does have loads is Wave Express, just from the videos I've seen. And you know, apparently based off those videos I saw, they're hiring a bunch of people. So if you are looking to get into the industry, that might be the way to go. Supposedly they're looking to like double their drivers or something this year. So, and if they have, I know they deliver for Camping World, so you know they probably do have the most loads because they're dealing with Camping World, which is obviously such a huge family dealerships. So yeah, based off what I've heard, Wave Express is hiring. They've got loads. They're looking to grow their fleet of drivers. So if you're looking to get into the industry right now, that's probably your best bet. I don't work for them. I don't know anything about them really, other than what I've seen in the videos. So I can't say whether or not they're good or not. But I have heard that they're hiring. From what I gather, for a big company, they pay the best. I don't know. Like I said, that's not first-hand experience, but I think probably from what I've seen in videos, they're like around the $1.70 mark, $1.75 per mile, probably in there. You do get some kind of like Comdata fuel discount card. I think they, I believe they do tollway reimbursement for the loaded miles. I'm pretty sure that's what I've heard. So, you know, my $2 a mile to their, say, $1.70, but you get the fuel discounts and iPass reimbursement. So maybe that closes the gap a bit. You probably have to run some longer loads. So for me, I don't think that would work out because I don't want to be out on the road for an extended period of time. But yeah, if that's something that you don't mind or you're okay with being out on the road, you might prefer it. You know, I know if you take a load from Indiana out west, you might do like $3,000 to $4,000. I don't know what it pays, but if that's intriguing to you, then maybe that's an option. Like I said, if you need to get into the industry right now, that might be the only company that has loads based off what I've seen. I mean, when you go down to Indiana, like there's you see a lot of trucks still. So you see a lot of Indiana transport, you see the Waves, you know, the big companies like Synergy and stuff like that. You still see the trucks out. So like there's loads. It's just a matter of, you know, how many loads and who's getting them, I think. It doesn't matter what company you go with. There's probably going to be, you know, if you've been with the company longer, you probably get the priority, which makes sense. Like there should be some loyalty there. But yeah, so that's all I got for this video. If you like what you're seeing, subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave me a comment. we'll talk. Like I said, I put my email in the description for the channel, so if you need to get in touch with me, that's probably the best way right now. I know some guys have found me on Facebook. That's cool too. I check my messages every day there as well, so if I see somebody message me there, we'll talk. I've given a couple people my dispatcher's number. I guess I get like if you become a driver with the company I work for and you stay for 6 months, after that 6 months I get like $1,000. So yeah, I guess there's incentive for me to have you guys get in touch with my dispatcher and see if it works out for you. I haven't been with the company 6 months. I haven't, as far as I know, I don't have anybody that's been hired on to the company through me. So I can't say, like, I don't know, I've never gotten $1,000 for it. It's cool. Like, to me, it doesn't really matter. Like, that's not why I'm gonna give you guys the information. I'm just trying to help out. So, but I guess if you're looking to get on with the company that I work for because you like the shorter loads, or you want to work for a smaller company, and you're kind of thinking if there's an incentive, there is an incentive to recruit, I guess, if you want to call it, other drivers. You're waiting 6 months, which makes sense, because if they hire somebody on and 3 weeks later, like, well, this isn't for me, they don't want to give you that $1,000. They probably didn't even make $1,000 off the guy, or they might have, but it costs money to bring somebody on through insurance and stuff like that, and train them or whatever. So you have to, that's pretty normal stuff. Like, for a company, you have to wait a certain period of time before you get your money for recruiting anybody. So but like I said, get in touch with me if you need to. I'll continue making these videos. If you like them, watch them. Really appreciate it. Thanks. Okay, so a little update. It's about 10 to 3 p.m. on Tuesday the 21st. I do have 3 loads for the week. I reached back out to my dispatcher. He just mentioned he forgot to send them to me, so which is fine, because I wasn't planning on running today due to the cold. But he does have a rush load, or like a hot load is what we would call it, because the unit's already sold. So they want to get it to the dealership. So I'm either going to leave out like super early in the morning. I think that's what I'm leaning on. Or I'm going to leave out tonight. But I think I'll just leave out like maybe like 3 a.m., 4 a.m., somewhere in there, rather than tonight, because by the time my wife gets home, we have to go pick up her car from the dealership. I was having some work done on it. If you watched one of the previous videos, that ended up being like an upper oil pan gasket that failed, and then there's like a CV boot that failed on it. So they're fixing that all under warranty. But yeah, so because I have to run and pick that up tonight, I probably wouldn't be able to leave until like, I don't know, maybe 7 at the earliest, which would put me in Indiana like 9:30, home around midnight. Either stop home, take a nap, and head out, or go straight through. But I think I'm just better off leaving extra early, picking it up, getting it delivered during business hours tomorrow still. So I don't know that I would save a lot of time doing it tonight. I guess if I picked up and delivered tonight, it would be there by the time they open tomorrow. But then I'm going to be super tired tomorrow, and I don't know, it just doesn't seem like a good idea. So I'll probably just leave out early tomorrow morning, pick it up, deliver it during business hours tomorrow, because it's just going up to like Madison, so it's not a huge far delivery or anything like that. And then I'll have one for Thursday, one for Friday, and we'll see what happens over the weekend. Probably won't run anything over the weekend, but maybe I'll think about running a load. the truck, a little update on the truck. It did do that surging thing earlier when I had to drop my daughter after school, my wife to work, and it started to do the turbo surge. So that's a little concerning, but it is really cold today. So it was like -8 this morning, and it does seem fairly consistent that this surge comes when it's extra cold. So I'm a little bit confident in, as the weather starts to get a little bit warmer, I won't have to deal with it as much. But I do have a concern, obviously getting through the rest of winter, and if we end up with some weather that is cold like it is now, I'm going to deal with some issues. So we'll see what happens, but as of right now, that's what I'm dealing with. But my 3 loads, I don't remember what the other 2, I have to take a look where they're going. I honestly didn't even look. So I know that tomorrow is Madison though, and I'm picking it up at Jayco, which I prefer because Jayco is the one that's super easy to deal with. And the other ones are Coachman, which is not as bad as Forest River, but Coachman isn't always the easiest to find your stuff, but it's not terrible. I'm just happy to have a couple loads. And like I said, I might even think about running one over the weekend. I was thinking about maybe going snowmobiling with a buddy, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, good news. So I'll attach this onto the end of the video from earlier where I say I don't know if I'm going to have a load. But at least this one, now I do know I have a load.